Hey everybody. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create one recurring Zoom link for parent-teacher conferences. How this will work is you will have one Zoom link that parents will come and join, and then when they're finished, they will leave, and another family will then come and join the same link. So this alleviates the pressure of having multiple Zoom links throughout the day, and also just ensures that the admin team has a link to your conferences if parents need it for a refresher. So to access this, you're first going to go to zoom.us. I'm on the Zoom website, and you're going to sign in with your Amerisol credentials. Simply go down to the Google icon, and you'll select your name from the list of emails that you have. And now you are on the landing page and dashboard of your Zoom account. So the first thing I'm going to do, and there's really two things you have to do. Number one, schedule a recurring meeting first, but also under the settings afterwards, which I'll show, make sure that you have a customized waiting room message for parents. So now that I'm here, I'm going to go to schedule a meeting, and I'm going to rename this something like Parent-Teacher Conferences, Johnston, Design 8. Now that I've done that, you're going to see there's a number of fields down below. And the one that I really want to draw your attention to is this one box that says recurring meeting. So what this means is you're going to have just one Zoom link once you select that. So once I select that, you're going to see this changes a little bit. And under recurrence, under daily, I'm going to select that. I'm going to say no fixed time. From that, under security, there's a few things I want to make sure that you have selected or deselected. The first is waiting room. Make sure the waiting room is selected, because if parents come early, you can simply put them in the waiting room until an existing conference is over. So make sure that this is selected. What you also want to deselect is the passcode. We don't want to have parents ask for the passcode. They shouldn't need this. And you're also going to deselect this require authentication to join. So by having that selected, that means only people with an Amerisol email account may join. But in this case, our parents don't have emails with our Amerisol email. So you're just going to deselect that. So just to rehash that, give this a name. Make sure it says recurring meeting, no fixed time. Waiting room is selected. Passcode require authentication is deselected. And then from that, you can hit save. Now that I've done that, I will have the one link. And in this case, we can see my enters or my account URL has finishes in 3522. And it's through this link that I will share in Google Calendar and also with my parents and admin team. And one more thing before I leave Zoom, you also want to make sure that you have a customized waiting room message. And the place that you do that is over here in the left side navigation bar under settings. And under settings, you're going to select that, and this will be near the top. And you're going to see the second one from the top says waiting room. Make sure this is selected, and you will click on the customize waiting room. And here is where you'll have a title message for parents. So before they meet with you, they will see a little message. And if you want to indicate, I will let you in as soon as possible, maybe the subject that you teach. Once you do that, you will hit save. And then from there, parents will see your waiting room. So that's it in a nutshell. Part 2 of this tutorial will focus on using your URL in Google Calendar. Welcome back, everybody. In part 2 of this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to take your Zoom link that you created in part 1 and paste that into Google Calendar appointment slots for parent-teacher conferences at the end of October. So I'm going to start in my Zoom account, and there's this one Zoom link that I created in part 1, and I've just copied this. And you also might remember that I copied and pasted this into this spreadsheet here for reference. What we're going to do today now is we're going to create calendar appointment slots in Google Calendar, and we're going to paste that one Zoom link into all of them. So parent-teacher conferences will take place on the 26th, 27th, and 28th. They'll be from 8 till 3 on the Wednesday, Thursday, and 8 till 1 on the Friday. The appointment slots are going to be 15 minutes in duration, which will give you a little bit of a buffer between families that sign up. But what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to click in this little space here, and I'm going to call this parent-teacher appointment slots. I'm going to call this design 8. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on appointment slots, and I'm going to click more options. So now that I've done that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to where it says location, and this is where I'm going to paste my one Zoom link. And so this is my Zoom link that I made in part 1. You notice that it ends in 3522. Do not select this, make it a Zoom meeting. This is the Zoom Chrome extension that will create a unique Zoom ID for every meeting. You don't want that. All you want is you want the one Zoom link that you've created to be the location for this. So do not select this one. I can't issue that or state that strongly enough. And just paste in your URL to your Zoom link here. Now that you've done that, you need to also change the duration of the day. So on the Monday or on the Wednesday and Thursday, we're meeting from 8 till 3. The appointment slots will be 15 minutes in duration. So we just do that. Also, if you want to customize so you don't have to create this over and over, you could also select repeat on Thursday that same week. And I'm just also going to have this, make sure this finishes by the end of October. So it's like that last week. So now that I've done that, this will be weekly on Tuesday and Thursday of that week. I've created my link. And now that I've done that, I'm just going to hit save. So now that I've done that, I see I have a link to my Google Calendar appointment slots page here and here. I got to do the same thing with Friday as well, but because Friday's a little shortened day, I'm going to do this a little bit differently. So I'm going to call this parent-teacher conference. I think the title of that's a little bit different than how I had before. And I'm going to go to appointment slots and go to more options. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change this from 8 till 1 because we have a shortened day. I'm going to go down and also make these 15 minutes in duration, and I'm going to paste the location in there. So now that I have that, I can hit save. So now that I've done that, the last thing you're going to do if you are a new faculty member is once you click on this, you're going to go to this appointment page for this calendar, and this is what parents will see. So when parents go to log in or when they go to schedule a meeting with you, they will see these times. So there's a couple of things you got to do. First of all, you need to copy this, and if you're a new faculty member, you need to put a link to this in this document here. And what this is a link to middle school teachers' calendars. Now, if you're a returning teacher, you don't have to do anything because all of these links are the same for teachers from year to year. But if you see your name in red, that indicates that you are a new staff member this semester. So just select your name and then select the little chain link icon. And then you would put a hyperlink to your Google Calendar appointment slots page. And I also want to just be clear, do not put a link to this right here. This is your Google Calendar. You don't want to put a link to that. What you want to click is you want to click your appointment slots that you've made and click go to appointment page for this calendar. So this is a slightly different view. So just make sure that you're in the right page. You're not grabbing this URL, but you're grabbing this one here. And once you have that, that's, as I said, this is what parents will see. You just go ahead and paste this into this spreadsheet here. Now, the last thing I do before I sign off is that before you start sharing this with parents, one thing you also want to do is you want to book some time for lunch. So book out 3 lunch slots for you on the Wednesday and the Thursday and a 15-minute break. So reach out to a coach if you have any questions.